Finally, the time has come to review One Piece Manga Chapter 879. Where do I even start with this chapter? Where do we start? My God. If this isn't the chapter of 2017, maybe of 2016, I don't know what. This... Man, I gotta say, I'm a huge fan of Luffy. I love Luffy. I felt sad for Luffy. I felt like shedding a tear for Luffy because Luffy got completely decimated. He got destroyed by Katakuri. And this, even though Katakuri's $1 billion bounty guy, could I honestly say that I saw this beatdown coming? Hell no. Nobody saw this shit coming. Okay, maybe a couple people said they saw this coming, but I don't think they saw it in this way. With Katakuri, no matter what Luffy does, Katakuri counted him every single damn time. Every single time. And Katakuri's saying, I told you, in terms of our power, there's nothing you can do that I can't. Speed, power, all of it, you are inferior. Like, what? Oh my gee. Oh, God. Whew. Man, I'm telling you, this chapter is just pure hype. I'm just like going on and on right now. I don't even know where to start like this review or reaction, whatever the hell this is, man. I don't know where to freaking start. But, oh, okay. So, okay. I'm getting my shit together. Alright? So, Luffy is trying to attack Katakuri, and no matter what Luffy does, Katakuri always has the upper hand, and we expect this because the guy can see the freaking future. So we expect this from Katakuri. But just how the images are, how they're drawn, like the details on these pages. Oda, my God, you overdid it, man. You overdid it. So Luffy pretty much can't hit Katakuri, and a test of power, get the hint. So Luffy, he does this Gomono, he attempts this elephant gun, right? So I'm thinking like, okay, is Katakuri really going to copy this elephant gun just like he copied Hawk Gatlin? And guess what? This motherfucker did. Like, oh my, this dude just copied Luffy's elephant gun and it's freaking bigger. Like, look at the size of this thing. Look at this, the difference, the comparison, the contrast between the sizes. Like, Luffy's like an ant. Katakuri's elephant gun is like a freaking lion, a tiger. Like, oh my, okay. But now, there's a lot of comparison to Kakashi Hatake in from Naruto in this chapter with Katakuri copying Luffy. I think Katakuri was based off of Kakashi's character from Naruto. I know Kishi and Oda are like friends and stuff. I think Katakuri was based off of Kakashi. And in Naruto, right, Kakashi can copy his opponent's jutsus or his opponent's hand signs as they're doing the jutsu. But Katakuri, he's not able to copy Luffy's technique just as Luffy is doing it. The thing with Katakuri is he's already seen Luffy do this elephant gun. He saw it in the future. So what he does now, since he saw it in the future, is he creates his own version of the attack. He adds a little juice, or actually a whole lot of damn juice, to the point where his version of the attack surpasses the version of, you know, the original users, which is Luffy. So he puts a whole lot of juice into this thing, and it is freaking humongous, and he just destroyed Luffy. My God, what is going on here, man? He just destroyed Luffy. And to be honest with you, like, when I from last, I believe it was the last chapter when Carrot is saying that, yo, Katakuri, you pretty much have the same powers that Luffy has. So I was thinking that, okay, maybe Katakuri is able to do the same things Luffy can do, except that he wouldn't be able to do Luffy's attacks that are pretty much pure elasticity based. Like I expected them to maybe copy like a maybe a Kong gun or elephant gun. I really expected that, but I didn't expect him to copy the Gatlings. I didn't expect him to copy like a Jet Gatling or the Hawk Gatling or the Kong organ, because those attacks are purely based on Luffy's elasticity. So Katakuri's version of it, though, it actually makes sense, because when Luffy does like Hawk Gatling or like Hawk Gatling, Jet Gatling, it's just Luffy's two hands punching. He's using the elasticity, the properties of his devil fruit to punch so fast where it's like he's unleashing 1,000 punches at once. But Katakuri now, since he's using Mochi, where Mochi is really thick and sticky, he's not able to punch that fast. So when I saw the multiple arms extruding out of Katakuri, I'm like, oh hell no. Like, are you kidding me? That's how he does it. That's how he copies Luffy, by using the multiple arms, because there was no way he could do it with two hands. No way. This dude has multiple arms. So, my God, I refuse to believe that Katakuri pretty much says that you think rubber, I don't know the exact word, but it's like, you think rubber beats Mochi? Like, okay, really, Katakuri? You're gonna say this to Luffy? You think rubber beats Mochi? Oh my God. I refuse to believe that Mochi is superior to rubber. Like, is Katakuri a better master of his devil fruit? 100% no doubt. He's a better master. He has mastered his devil fruit to the ultimate extent. But can I fathom the idea, like the understanding that this Mochi is more powerful than Luffy's rubber fruit? Oh hell no. Hell no. I'm gonna do some Dustin, pretty much like Dustin would say, because Luffy is the main character, that there is no way Katakuri's Mochi is stronger than Luffy's rubber. And I'm gonna agree with that, alright? Luffy is the main character. There is no way his rubber properties are inferior to Katakuri's Mochi properties. No way in hell. Oh my God, this was so good, man. This was so good. I also have this crazy idea that I don't think Katakuri is like a full-grown human. I actually think this is quite the shift. I think Big Mom actually went to outer space and had sex with an alien and had a baby, and I think that baby's Katakuri. That's really who I think Katakuri is. Like, I was thinking, like, I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Men in Black, right? But there was this guy with a cat, and we thought that, the guy was, a guy, but it turns out there was an alien inside of him controlling him. So I think it might be the same thing here with Katakuri, as in Katakuri is this tiny alien from outer space, and he uses his Mochi ability to cover himself, to give himself this giant, to make himself look like what he looks like now, to look like Katakuri. And I think it's a plausible idea. I mean, that could explain why every time Luffy punches him, the attacks pretty much goes right through him. That's because Luffy's not actually hitting his body. Luffy's just hitting the Mochi, because his actual body is not connected to that particular type of Mochi. You hit his head off, you punch through his guts, you don't touch him because you're not hitting his actual body. I think Katakuri's actual body is a tiny little alien in his mouth, and that's why the scarf is covering it, because right in his mouth is the real Katakuri, and it's a tiny ass alien. Yeah, take that theory to the bank, baby. Take that to the bank. And I came up with this idea because of what we saw with Pedos Pedo. So Pedos Pedo, he actually did lose an arm, which I loved. I didn't want it to be some crazy plot idea where, I had some hockey armor on, or my candy was covering my arm, so I didn't lose my actual arm, and all that bullcrap. So he actually lost an arm, and I'm actually glad that he did. And we saw him actually reproduce another arm, so he now has a candy one, which is okay. And Pedo, he's sweating bullets right now, man. I swear he's sweating bullets. Like, he should be happy as hell that he's alive, because I really thought Big Mom was gonna eat his ass, but no, he's alive and well right now. When I saw Big Mom, and when I saw Jinbei and the crew saying like, oh, Big Mom is on water, Big Mom is walking on water, I'm like, yes, my theory from last week is correct. Big Mom is able to suppress the will of the devil and actually walk on water. My theory is right. That's what I thought. But she was actually walking on Pedo's candy. Like, what? Come on, Pedo's candy. Like, I really wanted to see Big Mom walk on water, but it's, Pedo's candy slug. But I don't think the scene was just there as a throwaway. I think it's a little bit of foreshadowing into the future, where someone will actually be able to suppress the will of the devil and actually walk on water. Maybe it's Kaido. We don't know yet. I don't know yet. And also the to get into the Sanji and Carrot thing, Sanji and Carrot, to get a Sanji and Puddin and Chiffon, what's her name? Chiffon. God, that was whatever. I mean, was it funny? Yes, it was funny. Sanji's bringing out his chivalry, and Puddin she's just so damn wet. She just can't wait to have Sanji for herself. And we finally see that apple juice guy again. What the hell is his name? I can't even remember his name right now. Because after 50, 40 chapters or so, the dude just disappeared and suddenly he shows up. Like, when he shows up, I thought he'd at least be drinking some apple juice, but no. He just shows up out of nowhere. Oh yeah, Pound. That's that idiot's name. So yeah, I'm going all over the freaking place with this, but this was just such an amazing chapter, man. I mean, yes, in the future, we will definitely see Moses walking on water, suppressing the will of the devil. Definitely, we will see that. But the main thing of this chapter, man, was just, the Katakuri Luffy thing, man. How did that shit happen? Oh my God, that was crazy. Luffy got destroyed. Like, but you know what though? Even though Luffy got destroyed, I think he will be back. When Luffy was hit with the Rokugan, like when he was fighting Rob Lucci, he told himself that he will not fall down again. He will not fall. He would get back up. And when he was with the Rokugan, I believe for the third time, he refused to fall down. He stood up and he fired off that Jet Gatling and beat the crap out of Rob Lucci. That look on Luffy's face right now, I know Katakuri just pretty much slammed him into the ceiling and Luffy feels all helpless, but I think Luffy has something up his sleeve. Whenever Luffy's is pushed to the brink, he always comes through. When his life is on the line, when his friends' life are on the line, he always comes through. So even though Katakuri keeps saying that, oh, his fruit is superior to Luffy, maybe it is. I refuse to believe it is, though. I don't think it is. But how will he? God, I'm all going all over the place with this. But I believe Luffy will gain the upper hand on Katakuri somehow. Will it be a new Gear 4 form? I think it might be. A new Gear 4 form. But it's also hard to say it might be a Gear 4 form though, because Katakuri pretty much copied everything he did. Gear 7 useless. Gear 4 is gonna be useless. So how is he gonna do this? Like, it's difficult just trying to figure out how in the world Luffy will or will not defeat this guy. But these idiots in the background, these Katakuri's fanboys in the background, they pretty much confirm that Katakuri is the strongest of the three commanders. And I don't think that was just dropped out of nowhere, for no reason. I believe there's a big point behind that, and it's that they're telling us that Katakuri is the strongest because it's building up to the climax in a way. Like the climax of this arc will be Luffy defeating the strongest of the 3 commanders, which is Katakuri. I totally see that coming. There has to be a sudden shift in the whole One Piece power scale. Like, Luffy has to prove himself now. We don't have that much time left in the whole One Piece world. If Luffy want to get up there with the likes of Kaido, the Yonkos, all those people, he has to prove it now. He has to... It's now or never. And Katakuri, he's not taking it easy on Luffy. He's going all out. But I think Luffy is a smart guy. He's a really, really smart guy. When he fought Bluno, when he fought CP9, he saw them use the Soto. And what did Luffy do? He copied the Soto. Okay? He copied it. He pretty much copied... was it one? He copied a few of CP9's techniques, right? Once he sees it, he figures out a way to make that attack into his own, which is kind of what Katakuri is doing to him right now. So I think Luffy will figure out a way. When Luffy fought against Bellamy for the second time, Luffy actually copied his Bellamy's Spring Hopper when he was fighting Doflamingo. You know, that wasn't in manga. I believe that was just sold in the anime, where Luffy actually copied Bellamy's Spring Hopper and tried to attack Doflamingo. Doflamingo was like, "Hey, you almost got me." So I think Luffy will figure out the secret to Katakuri's ability, and he will come up with a plan, a way to defeat this guy. Because as I keep saying, I refuse to believe that Mochi will be stronger than Rubber. I refuse to believe that Luffy will lose to this guy. Like, as I said before also, I keep saying that, but Luffy, it's been a while since Luffy has been pushed to this level before. It's been a while. He has not been pushed to... He's not been pushed like this since his fight with Rob Lucci. And in that fight, what did he do? He unleashed Gear 2nd and Gear 3rd. The beginning of this fight reminded me so much of the Rob Lucci's fight. And I think this fight will be greater than the Rob Lucci versus Luffy fight. And the only way that's possible is unless Luffy unleashes a second and or actually a third and or a fourth version of Gear 4, where he's kind of equally on par with Katakuri, and then in the end he finds a way to beat him. Anyways, guys, this was probably a long ass videos, but that's just my, you know, fresh thoughts. I might do another review later, but that's just my fresh thoughts on this chapter. I loved it, man. I love this chapter. It was so damn good. Luffy got destroyed. It was sad, but I loved it because I can't wait to see how Luffy will actually get himself out of this situation. Anyways, if you like what I do here, just, you know, hit the like button, comment if you want, and yeah, subscribe to the channel. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Later.